Girls will say people think our voices don't matter over and over again. And how can we have an entire nation, world, where girls are saying, we don't think our voices matter? We're not saying, hey, let's all go learn technology. We're saying, hey, let's use the technology to create change. Let's use the technology to get your voice out there and show you, like, hey, this is cool. You can get your voice out there on the internet. Everybody can listen to it. That's super powerful. Well, sound, I think, is everything. I mean, literally, if you think about from start to finish of your day, how much sound you consume and how influential it is, and the messaging, and how it influences what you do every day, it appears like, oh, that's fun. You're doing, this creative technology, recording, music production thing, but it's so much more than that. My name's Terry Winston. I'm the executive director and founder of Women's Audio Mission. Women's Audio Mission is a nonprofit. We're based here, obviously, in SOMA in San Francisco, and we use music and media and these really incredible recording studio spaces, the only ones in the world built and run entirely by women, to train women and girls in music production and recording arts, because there are less than 5% of us creating all the sounds and messages in everybody's lives. So we see that as kind of a chronic problem that we're trying to address. The documenting of something, you have influence. So when you're in the room and you're on the production team and your talent is in the other room, that relationship determines what the output is. So if that environment is only male-driven, that's going to influence the output all the time, because production has we can do so many things in production to change music or a podcast or whatever we're listening to, or the sound for a picture or sound design. We can influence everything. So not having women, girls, gender expansive folks on that side, we aren't providing any input or influence on that process. The second half of it is safety. There's been studies, and I'm on the Grammys Diversity and Inclusion National Task Force, and they did a big town hall series all across the country, and one of the biggest factors that came out were women artists did not feel safe in recording studios. There were so many issues of many things, many bad things, harassment, sexual abuse, and worse in recording studios. Think about it, you're in a soundproof box. Oftentimes it's in an industrial part of the city. Oftentimes you're very isolated. There's not anybody else there. They don't feel safe. And so then you have this other issue of, great, now we've got all the women and gender expansive artists not feeling comfortable in the very place that they're supposed to be creating. And so it's very interesting to us that we opened this studio 18 years ago, and 60% of our clients are male. So it's even ripples into men are more comfortable in this environment, and they just prefer the environment, the safety of this environment, and the welcoming, belonging piece of providing this type of environment to create it. And it's really important, and we're very conscious of that, the vibe and the environment that we're providing for people. And I think that's new. And so then, now we have Nashville artists reaching out and say, when can you do this? We need this in Nashville. When can we have this in Los Angeles? People want this. They want this type of environment for their artists. Girls on Mic is our biggest program. So Girls on the Mic serves middle and high school youth. It's a great program that's connecting kind of near-peer role models and instructors with the girls to learn music production, recording arts, and how to use STEM and technology to amplify their voices and tell their stories. So we're very intentionally serving under-resourced communities. Yeah, no, it's eye-opening to see at the beginning how kind of few opinions they have, because they think no one's listening. Why should I have an opinion? No one's going to listen to me anyway. To the end where there's suddenly, I want to share everything, and it's important that I share everything. It changes everything. It revolutionizes everything. If every girl felt like that what they say matters, it changes all communication. And once they make that connection of like, oh, the technology empowers me. And when that clicks on, when that light bulb clicks on, then they hit the ground running. When they do showcases at the end, every single time I cry, because they're so cute. It's like they come up with the best projects, just the best projects at the end. It's so great.